Fuck yeah, man. Some thy rights to kick this shit off. Let me drop Vaughn a little lower in the back. There we go. What's going on, Chad? Super Coven, Dime Day, Matt, wow. Anybody know what that's from? What's going on? Yeah, Nevermore, Zelgus. How is it going? And then, of course, we've got big fucking Mingus. Not little Mingus, big Mingus. Hanging out over there on Keg. Good to see everybody. Yeah, we're going to do something a little different tonight. Tonight's going to be a very visual medium. I have a lot of live footage from various different bands. A few music videos, but most of these things are actually the bands playing live, so. Yeah, and then we have some tunes spread out through there. I don't know, man. Yeah, Jay and Silent Bob, yeah. I haven't even seen that forever. I don't know why that just dawned on me, that Matt. But yeah, dude, that Thy Rights is fucking amazing. If you guys aren't familiar with Thy Rights, I just bought on their Bandcamp. They have a promo going where you can get every album release that they've ever done, which is a lot of material, for like $6.17 or something like that. So I just bought the whole fucking thing. Now finally, with this new computer, got an external CD drive so I can get back to ripping all these goddamn CDs. Speaking of Thy Rights, this is all the Sedgis Fender Ray fucking albums. I've had these for a while, but I was going through and making sure that I've ripped them. But yeah, I got to get back into that, uploading to the True Metal Proliferation channel. Necron, what's going on, man? Yeah, 20 bucks, little man. Put that shit in my hand. Dude, it's been a while. I never saw any of the movies after that, though. Didn't they just put out some new ones, like, here in the last, like, 10 years or so? I can't imagine. Who wants to see a middle-aged Jay and Silent Bob, man? That's fucking weird. Anyways, whatever stream you're watching on, because we are live on Kick, X, Rumble, and for the time being, YouTube. If you would just hit a like, helps with the algorithm. If you want to help for absolutely free. If you want to get anything, there is merch, including Infuriator merch. Still waiting on that lightweight hoodie to get here, because I want it. Actually, I busted out, dug out of the back of my closet, the first Infuriator shirt we ever made. Look at this fucking thing. The guy who drew this skull with it's a mushroom cloud. We had people ask if it was broccoli. The guy who drew this was actually mad that we used it, and he drew it for us. But he was upset that we used it because, like, as soon as I saw it, it was like handwritten on a piece of like notebook paper. Still had like the little blue lines through it and everything. And it was just like a rough draft. He's like, you guys said you wanted a skull. Like, what do you think of this idea? Like, I could do something with it. And instantly when I saw it, I was like, dude, that looks so fucking like fucking DIY. I was like, we're just going to use it. And I took it into Photoshop and kind of contrasted it so the little blue lines faded out. And I was like, we'll just use it like that. And the guy ended up finding out. He was like, why the fuck did you use that? Oh, old stuff, man. We've upgraded. We're a very serious band these days. But yeah, there's some of the newer Infuriator stuff. I'm excited, dude. We got this new badass Infuriator banner coming for the shows. It's like, what, 5 by 7.5 foot or whatever. It's got the Infuriator logo with like a bullet belt behind it. Looks cool, you know. Excited. I'm nerding out over here, but yeah, I was gonna buy an Infuriator shirt off your Bandcamp, but you're out of large. Oh yeah, we are out of large. I just sold. I had to drop off at the post office the newest CD and a patch. We did have patches. You know, you look real cool with a Infuriator patch on your patch jacket, Matt. Yeah, we are at a largest. Fuck me running. We got some really cool shows lined up later on this year. We are headed out to San Antone, and then we are headed out to El Paso, and that's going to be fun. And when I think more things are, the things are like official, but you know, like I don't want to be the guy that breaks the news and if like I'm not supposed to. But yeah, it's going to be a good lineup, man. Little mini Texas tour. Looking forward to that. What was the other thing? Oh yeah, if you donate, don't donate through YouTube. Do it here on Rumble. People have been really good about that. I don't even know if if the option is even there for me on this channel to donate through YouTube. But so far, everybody's doing really great on that. Like everybody's been sending shit through here. If you are on Kick or X, your chats are not going to show up on the screen. But most of you are on Rumble and YouTube, and we'll drop YouTube after about the first 30 minutes or so. But I'm going to play one more Thy Right song because I do really love this band. I love Sedge's Fender. I love everything that the dude from that band has done. And like I say, man, on Bandcamp right now, they have a special going. It's literally all of their fucking material, all their albums, singles, EPs, all that for like $6, dude. It's a lot of good, like a really good riffs. It's my style of shit. So I'm going to play one more. This one is Atomic Desecration, and then we got a whole lot of badass bands playing live and a few music videos lined up for tonight. It's going to be a mostly visual medium tonight. But let's do some more Thy Rights. God damn it, I'm muted. Sorry about that. That was Atomic Desecration. I'm looking up exactly how many fucking bands that dude is in. Because of course I first found that band from Sedge's Fender Ray. Yeah, thanks for beating Matt to it, by the way. Fuck, these are mistakes I can't afford to make. Matt with his Yelp reviews, he's just gonna obliterate me. I'm gonna get essayed in the Yelp reviews. Anyways, Thy Rights is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 full-length albums. So there's 8 full-length albums, there's 3 EPs, there's a compilation. So there's all that material, and they're having a Bandcamp sale right now for like $6. You get all that. So I was like, oh, done. And their physical CDs are only like, I think $6 or $8 on their Bandcamp. So grabbed a couple of those too. Really good stuff. Yeah, somebody had said it. I think it was Zoja said. Was it you? Yeah, definitely my kind of death metal. Yeah, like right at the border of death metal and war metal. Like, what more could you want, man? What more could you ask for? I'm gonna do one more. No, actually, you know what? I'm gonna spread that one out. We're gonna go ahead and get straight into some videos. We're gonna do some videos, and I will drop in some just some tracks every once in a while. But This is the kind of shit that, like, when I'm doing like cardio, this is the kind of shit that I'm listening to and like watching to keep me entertained for 30 minutes or whatever when I'm fucking, you know, burning some calories and shit. This is the sort of shit that I'm always watching. Holocausto.
Escoria!
Badass, man. I fucking love me some Holocausto. Big influence on the type of speed metal that I like. That's when I say, like, even like, you know, Infuriator stuff, when I call that speed metal, that's, I tend to use the term speed metal just because it's fast-paced, kind of thrashy metal, but I really hate calling shit like that thrash. Because when you say thrash, it kind of calls to mind like another wave of like Megadeth sounding bands where everybody's got, you know, skinny jeans and high top Reeboks and we all bounce our hair, and it's like that kind of thrash. And like, I don't hate Megadeth or whatever, but do we really need a new wave of that? So I'm like, I like when it's, you mix a little black metal in, mix a little death metal in, and then on top of that, that imagery right there is so much more fucking metal than like, you know, pretty boy high top Reeboks and skinny jeans and shit. Like some real frail, skinny, 5'6", you know, 120-pound, like 20-year-old guys or whatever. Like these dudes look like they would like stab you and leave you bleeding to death in an alley or something. And that's another question I was going to ask while we got all these true heads here in the chat. Who was the first band to introduce the balaclavas and the masks and shit? I feel like if I ask ChatGPT is going to give me some super poser answer to like, actually Slipknot was the first heavy metal band to wear a mask on stage. I feel like they would tell me some shit like that. So I'm really wondering who it is. Because I know like the Mentors, when did the Mentors start doing that? Because bands like Holocausto, I've always associated that with them. But I guess also the reason that aesthetic works so well for them and like with the camo and shit is because they look like guerrilla terrorists or something. So, been listening to black metal for almost 3 years now. I'm discovering some war metal, death metal. I follow the suggestion albums in the 10 albums to crush posers shit. Oh yeah. Well, you know, originally before my channel got banned, that was a whole 2-part video. So yeah, it was actually like 30 albums or something to curb stomp posers. Yeah, Black and Thrash kind of gets forgotten in the general overall Thrash discussion. He says that's why I tend to just refer to it as speed metal, because speed metal is a bit more vague of a term. Like Thrash calls to mind like the Big Four or something. So check out Black Rat or Bunker 66. Bunker 66 is great. Black Rat. Let's see. Is it Black Rat? Didn't somebody mention that last time? Oh, Canadian. Oh, crust. Excuse me. Still getting over this cough, man. That is crust black thrash from Canada. I have some really good Canadian speed metal I'm going to play later. Yeah, I'll keep that in mind. I'll check that out. Now more extreme shit, more anger, less emotions. Anyway, salute from Iran. Oh, we got an Iranian here. Damn, man. You stay safe out there. Now we're going to do some more Brazilian shit, since we did some Holocausto. Some Power from Hell with old metal. Badass. Okay, making sure I was unmuted. But yeah, some more good Brazilian shit. That one was a much more like a laid back power trip. Jesus, Power from Hell track. Power trip, that's a whole different thing. AI told me the Residents were the first to wear masks in the 1960s. But Slipknot was the band who popularized it. Really? What the fuck? Are you kidding me? Chat GPT's poser ass. Let's look up the Residents in the 1960s. Let's see what that is all about. I wonder if that's like proto-punk or something. Oh, I've seen that image before. I gotta say, that is... Can we play a track? That's actually kind of creepy for the... Even for the 60s, all that acid trip and everything. I bet the music is abysmal, though. Let's see. Hometown Heroes, The Knot. Oh, boy. So let's see, is this Residence video? Are they wearing masks in this one? We'll try to find one to play because we gotta see this. But of course, ChatGPT is gonna give Slipknot credit for the mask, dude. Like so many bands did that before Slipknot. So I guess they wear like all kinds of different masks. That's them. I want to find them in the 60s though. So I see a bunch of videos, dude. This looks like weird. What kind of fucking drugs are you on? All right, we're gonna try this one anyways. We're gonna take an acid trip together, fellas. This is the Residents. The name of the track is Third Reich. Alright, let's move this along just a little bit. Okay, I think we get the idea. Well, I'm really glad we did that. Okay, so just like a bunch of fucking noise. Interesting. Hometown Heroes, The Knot. My search came up with the band from the early 80s. Yeah, Fearless Iranians from Hell, I know of them, but I don't think they were... Fuck, in fact, I've never even seen them. I just know of them. I've never... What is this fever dream? Came at just the right time, man. So, we were playing a Holocausto video, and Holocausto, of course, classic 80s South American shit. But they're wearing the balaclavas or whatever, right? So it just dawned on me. I was like, who was the first band, like rock or metal, proto-punk, whatever, to wear full-on masks? And I said if you went to ChatGPT, it's probably going to say something like super non-hetero, like Slipknot or something like that. And it said the Residents, which is that band from the 60s. And then it said but Slipknot popularized it, so... Anyways. Here's a band that normally wears masks, but in this particular live show, they were not wearing masks. They were rocking the Drewcifer look. They were rocking the shades and the fucking beanie. Goat Penis, Final Atomic Battle. guess if it's because she was a fucking bartender. She's like, yeah, I'm not supposed to be here. I will never forget the time dude, because I've loved Mortician for years. I've told this story before, but that just reminds me of it because it's fucking hilarious, man. So, went to see Mortician. This is like 2018. I'd already been a fan of him for fucking ever. It's just that, like, I had never got the chance to see him. So they came through and there was like 8 bands on the venue, and we're at this bar or whatever. And I remember there's like this blonde lady that is bartending on the side that I'm at, and she's pregnant, like noticeably. She's probably like, I mean, I can estimate, I guess, 8 months pregnant or something like that. Like big belly, clearly pregnant, you know. And all these fucking like brutal death metal bands are playing, and I'm just thinking in my head, I was like I wonder like what the baby thinks, like what goes on in the baby's mind. But I remember she was like a nice lady. I just remember at one point that one of the bands that was opening, because it's all brutal death metal, right? And the guy that's singing is like this big fat Mexican dude, and he's like, this next song is about fucking a bag of liposuction fat. Dude, you should have seen the look on this chick's face, man. He just turned on. She's like, what the fuck? Oh man. And then you wonder why there's not a whole lot of chicks at the Goat Penis show, you know? I played Goat Penis this Friday as part of the DJ set, and people did actually enjoy it. Dude, that is total like litmus test for posers, man. If you're a metalhead at all and you don't like Goat Penis, like some people would be turned off by the name and they're like, maybe they don't get into it because of the name is silly or something, but as far as tunes, man, that band is so fucking good, it's insane. Unreal, dude. Let's see. I should have put some Vaughn live. Dude, I had some Vaughn. Have you guys ever seen Vaughn live? I've watched those live clips so many times. Need to add some Vaughn live. We're gonna do some. I have all kinds of shit to play, man, but it just dawned on me. I really need to do some Vaughn. Is there actually just like single songs though? Yeah, Chalice of Blood. We'll do that. I mean, this is gonna be rough because it is from the early '90s, but check that out, Vaughn. Yeah, man, that barely does them justice because of the fucking audio. But there's the full video of that concert is up on YouTube. It's like 30 something minutes. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like Vaughn merch, I have like a couple of shirts and stuff. But getting the album, I have a bootleg of the album because the album, like, I can never find. And I've been asking people for years, like, dude, like their stuff I'll trade. I'll even pay, like, especially if it's like for a CD that works. Fuck, even the vinyl of Satanic Blood Angel, dude, like I could easily drop, you know, like $100 or something like that on a vinyl of that. I love that album so much. That album is so goddamn good, and it is all just like an unintentional thing. It's all like jam room rehearsal is the only thing that they really put out, and then they split, and then they're still like around, I guess, but it's like it's like a totally different ball game. But that Satanic Blood Angel, or just Blood Angel, I think it was like the 2 EPs put together into Satanic Blood Angel. It is so fucking good, man. It's so goddamn atmospheric, and just it's like perfect mix of like catchy and atmospheric and heavy and extreme, and the blasts are just awesome. For whatever reason, I just can never get tired of it. I discovered Vaughn years ago when I was still listening to mainstream shit. Apparently Machine Head stole one of their riffs or drum intros or something. Can't remember which song. I wouldn't know if it was Machine Head. Yeah, really good stuff. Yeah, started in Hawaii, then moved up to California. So quality, if you want to look into quality American black metal, because I think Satanic Blood, all that was coming out in like 1990, 1991. But here's some other good American shit. You might have heard of this little old band called Antichrist Siege Machine. Maybe you heard of them. We'll bang our heads in unison. You know, it's funny, when I start adding these to the playlist and I start playing them, I immediately think of like 100 other fucking things that I want to play. We'll have to do some more of these in the future, where instead of just audio, you know, we'll do some video. Not all the time. I'm not going to be able to do that all the time. And a lot of these things aren't clipped into just songs. It'll be like full like live shows, which is really cool. But yeah, you don't want that on a show like this. I don't want to have to dig through fucking everything. But there is one band that makes me want to play. Let's see how good the audio is on this. Play it just a second. The Blighter says that new Infuriator 762 by 39 that Revik put on the channel is some heavy stuff. Thank you, man. That's off the new album that we have ordered, and it's being shipped here as we speak. So those things should be up and available early September, I would think. I keep telling everybody mid-September to, you know, cover my bases, you know, but yeah, the new Infuriator, it is a full length. And I'll let you dudes know whenever it is up and running. But right now I'm gonna play some Primitive Warfare, Antichrist Victory. I'm hoping the video, or the audio quality is good. The video looks great. This is Antichrist Victory. It's a great track.
This is Antichrist Victory.
Hell yeah, dude. Fucking drummer, goddamn blister in that kit. That's awesome. That's another one I need to see live. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Yeah, it sounds like they the guitars were probably so fucking loud in that little venue. I'm assuming that was probably a really small venue. And they were probably so goddamn loud that they didn't bother miking them. Yeah, two-man war metal bands. That's right. That was 2 in a row. 2 American war metal bands back to back that said fuck you to the bass player. Take some balls, tell that bass player to go fuck himself. And still be that heavy too. That's the thing about war metal is one of the heavier subgenres. Doing that without the bass, man. I wonder what Primitive Warfare tunes to. Anyways, fellas, we got to kick YouTube out of here. We got to knock them out, man. We appreciate all the YouTubers coming over and checking out. The links are on the screen, man. Come over to Rumble. It's, again, all this is free. Rumble.com/Drewcifer. You can go hang out with Big Mingus over on Kick. The X.com is available. All the links are there on the screen. We got to knock this thing out so we can go have some fun, man. We can go have some fun, not have to worry about copyrights, not having to worry about, you know, the non-heteros from Reddit trying to shut us down because they don't like the bands we listen to. So we're going to knock them out, man. See y'all over on Rumble, Kick, and X.